Hello, Wolfpack! We're back with a new top 5 list. Did you enjoy the adaptational villains, adaptational badasses, and adaptational wimps? Well, we sure hope you did, otherwise you're not going to like this video. We're doing the top 5 adaptational heroes, characters that were previously known for being villains but were turned into more heroic characters. Number 5. Eric Cartman, South Park, The Stick of Truth. I know what you're saying. Cartman is known for being a kind of a jerk to all of the kids, but they really downplay his attitude in this video game. In the cartoon, if you haven't seen it, Cartman's the biggest jerk ever to exist in any cartoon ever. He's racist, he's violent, he's selfish, he's controlling, he's manipulative, and he's borderline genocidal. But in the video game, South Park, The Stick of Truth, Cartman is now the Grand Wizard. Hold on before you say something racist about that title. In this, he doesn't know the meaning of it. He's actually the hero who recruits your character, the new kid, and is one of the first few children to actually friend you on Facebook. He even guides you to tutorials on how to fight enemies and defend yourself. Something Eric Cartman would never have done in the show, considering he's so selfish, but he's actually helping the new kid. Although Wolf tells me that Cartman might be hiding mysterious motives behind his facade of kindness, I believe that this Cartman is a lot less evil than he usually is in the cartoon, and definitely deserving to be called an adaptational hero. Number 4. Dracula from Castlevania Lord of Shadows. Now, I know you're saying that Dracula is a villain in the Castlevania series. However, they've adapted him as a hero as part of his backstory. This version of Dracula started out as a noble hero who once fought vampires and supernatural entities to bring good to the world. However, he eventually became corrupted by the vampires, turning into the vampire Lord Dracula himself. Does anything need to be said about the original Dracula? For those of you in like the 5% who don't know Dracula's story, basically he's a vampire, he kills, sucks blood, and loved attacking people just for the fun of it. He was a real monster and is known as a horror movie icon that everybody feared. However, over the years, vampires have been heroized a lot in Twilight and other crap like that. And of course, it's kind of ironic considering that vampires are supposed to symbolize rapists. But, you know, I've seen crazier adaptations, so I guess we could let it slide. But back on topic, this Dracula used to be Simon Belmont's ancestor, Gabriel Belmont, who was a hero before falling to the vampire corruption, as I said before, and is now Dracula. However, they do make him a lot more sympathetic than the original Dracula, hence why he's eligible of being an adaptational hero on this list. Number 3. The Loaderbot from Tales from the Borderlands. Those of you who are unfamiliar with the Borderlands series, it's a very fun series that you might want to check out and play through, at least once. But in the original Borderlands games, the Loaderbots are traditionally enemies that you have to fight. They're easy to take down and kind of weak, so Loaderbot's also more powerful and stronger, but he's actually a hero in Tales from the Borderlands and one of your true companions to your playable characters Reese and Fiona, defending you every time that they need him. In the game, though, Loaderbot is usually an enemy towards the Vault Hunters in the traditional Borderlands games, not Telltale's. He's always fighting you, and they served Hyperion and its leader, Handsome Jack, in his effort to conquer Pandora and rule all the vaults. But the Loaderbot in Tales from the Borderlands is anything but a mean, galactic conquering soldier. This Loaderbot is actually a very awesome and caring hero who will do anything to help his friends save the day. Number 2. The Big Bad Wolf, aka Big B Wolf, in The Wolf Among Us. As you all know, the Big Bad Wolf was traditionally one of Mother Goose's most famous fairy tale villains who attempted to kill the 3 Little Pigs and Little Red Riding Hood. And if you read the darker incarnations of the fairy tales, the wolf did succeed at killing 2 pigs and the grandmother in the original tales, but he also died in them too. However, the fables tells us that if you remember a fairy tale hard enough, then they will be practically immortal with the glamour power and all that. However, getting back on topic, Big B Wolf was used to be an evil wolf until he changed his ways and reformed to become the sheriff of Fabletown, protecting the people from any evils and harms against them. Bigby Wolf eventually succeeds and can reform himself truly if the player wishes it. You can play Bigby as a complete jerk or make him the hero that he desires to be because he desires to live a normal life and be respected among his fairy tale brethren. Definitely worthy of mention of being an adaptational hero. Although Bigby Wolf still has his evil wolf form, he uses it to fight enemies like the Crooked Man and Bloody Mary. Yes, Bloody Mary's in this game. The big bad wolf versus Bloody Mary, that's an epic fight. But Wolf is definitely deserving of being an adaptational hero simply because of his caring personality and his change in character for the better. And finally, we reach our number 1 on this list. Poison Ivy from Batman the Arkham series. Although you all should know that Poison Ivy is traditionally one of Batman's most feared villains, however, the Arkham series recreates her as more of a tragic villain who just wants to be left alone with her plants. In the comics, Ivy wants to use her plants to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
However, Batman is always there standing in her way and foiling her eco-terrorism plots. In the Arkham series, Ivy is a lot more sympathetic and you actually feel sorry for her, almost to Mr. Freeze levels. A lot of people argue that Ivy was actually kind and had shades of being a hero in Arkham City and Asylum, which you can kind of see, considering in Asylum she was disgusted with the Joker's plot to kill everyone and wanted no part in his evil plan to take over the Asylum and actually help Batman find a cure to synthesize for the Titan. Unfortunately, she found herself corrupted by the Joker and Titan and was forced to fight Batman. Also in Arkham City, she shows that she still wants to be left alone with her plants and wants nothing to do with humanity whatsoever because she attempted to reform good once and actually ran a flower shop to help people. However, she saw that humans did not cherish the plant life she sold and were still, of course, being normal bastards. And Poison Ivy regrew as a villain, no pun intended, and wanted to be alone with her plants and brainwashed enemies who would serve her as kind of like her worshippers because Ivy deep down longed for affection and forced them to love her. However, it isn't until Arkham Knight where Poison Ivy's true inner hero finally breaks through and grows to the surface. Poison Ivy, pissed off that Scarecrow's fear gas nuke will destroy her plant life, teams up with Batman reluctantly to help him fight Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight to prevent them from destroying Gotham and everything living in it. Poison Ivy provides Batman with tons of support from her giant plants, flowers, and trees, and it's actually very effective. In fact, Poison Ivy never once considers betraying Batman once it's all over, showing that she's truly changed and turned over a new leaf. Sadly, tragedy soon strikes after. Before Poison Ivy can fully become a hero, she dies pulling a heroic sacrifice to save Gotham City and the people inside of it from Scarecrow's nuke by sacrificing herself and pollinating the entire atmosphere to cleanse it of the fear toxin. Very sad, very sad. I wish Ivy didn't have to die because she was showing her true heroic side after all, finally. And you know what's kind of shocking? Everybody says that she wanted to kill all humans, but for a character who talks about destroying all human life, she's never once seen killing a human in the entire series, showing that this Ivy is a lot more caring towards people. Although she still hates humans for Asylum and City, she grows to like them in Arkham Knight finally, since she sacrifices her life for them. Yes, Poison Ivy, with her massive change in character, she's definitely deserving to be the #1 spot in the top 5 adaptational heroes. Thank you for watching us. We hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for more future top 5 lists and other gaming videos here on Wolf and Friends Gaming. Goodbye.